Hello everyone and welcome back to my drawing channel. We're going to be reviewing another app called Sketchbook. You've probably seen my other reviews of drawing apps, which you'll find in the links below, or you can search in my channel. I recommend the Paintology drawing app if you're interested in drawing, as this is catered to beginners and advanced artists, and I can show you a little bit more about that particular app at the end of the video. But let's go ahead and review, install, and I'll give you a quick guide of this app. So let's go ahead and look at the sketchbook and install it and give you a quick guide of what it's all about. So we go to Play Store here, click on that. Then we'll simply type in Sketchbook. As you can see, I've already typed in Sketchbook. This is the app that we're going to look at. Before you install any app, it's a good idea just to look over what the app is all about. So click on this link again and you'll come to this familiar page of the app with the install button at the top. Gives you an idea of the number of reviews. So you can see this app is very popular. 395,000 reviews with 10 million plus downloads. Also recommended by editor. I'm not sure how much weight to put this on when editor recommends it, meaning possibly a Google team has recommended this app for safety, security, etc. But very few apps will get this label, and it's of course for everyone here. So let's take a look at more of this app before we install it. So just scroll down. You'll see here you'll see why the editors like this. Make detailed illustrations with a dizzying array of customizable brushes, turning your drawing into a lab. Okay, I mean, when you think about editors making a giving it thumbs up, you begin to wonder how much drawing experience they have on apps in the first place. So, take it with a pinch of salt. The reviews can be quite interesting. As you can see, the very first review is 2910, a recent, well, it's last month. I love being able to scan in my, well, something's changed. Don't always read the reviews in exact sense. The meaning is that some reviewers are having a problem with their own device, phone, whatever, and they haven't updated the to the latest Android, or there's bugs. And it's not to say that the app is at fault. This, you're going to get these minor bugs in all kinds of devices because there's so many companies making these devices, unlike Apple, which is pretty systematic in its delivery, because it is made by Apple, the device. So the software, the hardware app is controlled by Apple, and therefore the user experience will be a lot more different than, let's say, the Android platform here. Okay, so some good reviews, and what we can do is there's usually some other information which you can go to, and that will go to the about this app. So click that arrow on the right. Okay, here you can see that this is by the developer. What's the app is all about. It's for everybody. What's new, gallery, version, and the last updated is 11th March 2020, which is several months away. And this one of the key factors which keeps apps from being updated. Is it's really critical for developers to update their app, and if they don't, it actually can have a detrimental effect, because they need to always keep up with the new devices that are coming on by Samsung, Huawei, the new tablets, phones, and people are always upgrading to those devices, and manufacturers make changes to those. So, it's a bit of a, it can be a little problematic for developers to keep up. So, if you see a developer keeping up the updates on every couple of months, that's a good thing. Released on 2015, and you can check for permissions, but you're probably aware of what permissions are like. So there we have it. So I think we're okay and content that this app is pretty secure and safe in our understanding of installing it. So we'll go ahead and install this. It's quite a beefy app in the sense that it's 80 megabytes. It's quite large. And you must understand that once that package is installed, it will inflate to even higher size on your local drive, because it's going to create files. You're going to add sketches, which can be several megabytes each when you save them. Okay, that installed pretty fast. We'll click open. Yes, so you accept the agreement of what this software is all about, which is standard. If you reject, I would assume it would fail to install. So I'll go ahead and I accept. Store your brushes to your device. Yep, let's go ahead. Access photos, medias. Yes, that's pretty normal. Allow. The app is using the full screen, the home back button, and to minimize distractions to prevent you from leaving the app. Okay, so that's okay that we understand what's going on here. So you can see this screen is pretty standard. It's something which is, if you're familiar with the Sony Sketch, they use something similar, but this one has a lot of functionality and features. So you have to understand that this app, let's go, let's see where the back button is. I just drew that, but let me find out. Yeah, okay, so that's those two here. You can see the undo and the redo. So you have a nice little tooltip. You have to know that this app is being supported by a huge company called Autodesk, which makes computer-aided software and tools. So this is their offering on the Android. So in all sense of the word, it has to be a good app if it's going to reflect on the company's range of software. So let's go ahead and try out some features. We have brushes on the left side. We have an ink brush. Yep, works really nice. And I think that's an air. Yep, it's an airbrush. We have a very hard line tool now. And then what else? We have a pen. Okay, I'm just wondering where the opacity setting is for this. Let's find the opacity settings. Oh, there. So that's interesting. So the opacity is actually right down there. So you can, that's a very good way of keeping your drawing really rapid on the actual tablet itself. This is the size. Yep, so this actually, unlike some of the other apps I've reviewed, has a good upper limit on their canvas, on the actual brush size. So let's look at a brush setting. This is a brush. Okay. So I have another thinner brush, maybe a watercolor, I don't know. Alright, so we have more brushes here, as you can see. And where's the color palette? Okay, so we have the color palette selected here. Yeah, it's I still haven't quite got used to how this works, but guessing It does tell you the hue, saturation level, and the amount. So it can be, once you get used to it, it should be fine. But it is a good way of adding colors to the drawing, as you can see here. Okay, so this is just a small range of tools that I'm just showing you here. Let's see on let's go back all the way. Yep, so it's I can erase it all the way back. Let's look at this. What is this? Fill. So it's a fill tool. Okay, so the fill tool, see if we can select different fill. Yep. So you have the ability to fill different colors, the background colors. And let's see the ruler. Okay, we can see these are guides that we can probably use. Some guides. Let's see if we were to do a brush. I wonder if well, we don't want to pick the blue brush. We want to pick a brush and then see what. So let's see what happens. Oh, very nice. Let's remove the ruler. And then you can see that the ruler has actually created a nice arch here. This would be a kind of a mirror effect, the symmetry. And this would be a circular, so you can draw shaped. This would be, I'm not sure what that is, but let's go ahead and select some pencil, and then see yeah, you can see what's happening here. This is a predictive stroke, meaning that if you did a line there, it would just predict that you're trying to do a straight line. And then if you were to scribble, you can see it curves the line. I've been thinking about this more and more about this way of cleaning up the lines, and to me, drawing, because I come from a traditional background, this predictive is an aid to actually enhance your line strokes, and so if you start using this, your drawing is going to look a little bit like a digital illustration, if you know what I mean. So if you're a natural artist like me, I would not use this, because then my final drawing would look a little contrived. So because it will look just digital. So the whole idea of digital medium is to shift some of your skill sets that are on the traditional platform and move it to here. After all, you wouldn't draw a stroke with a pencil and expect it to be curved, although it's nice, but it doesn't really help you to improve your overall drawing skills, which I've shown you on the Paintology app. And you can see more of that if you look at some of my other drawings that I have done on the Paintology app. So let's take a look at this as well. Import image. Yep, you can import image from your gallery. So we don't need to do that. Let's do that. And then time lapse means start recording. And no doubt it's going to ask me to let's increase the size a bit. It's a pencil. And then where's that time recording? Let's stop that. Continue, move that. It's recording. Save to device. Okay, done. Let's save it. And then I guess we could play it back, but I won't bother in this review because I just wanted to show you what some of the features were. And you have a range of new sizes that you can select for depending on the device you're drawing on. You could have a custom or or a default size as shown, which is matched to your device. So you can create all these illustrations. So all in all, looks like a pretty decent app from the looks of things, and I look forward to doing a actual drawing on this. And so let's increase the opacity. Oh, there it is. So opacity is at 100%. So depending on what brush you're doing. So there's a lot of brushes here. So let's remove that. Import image, selection. Let's take a selection here. Don't know what that happens. Or you can actually use a lasso or use a magic wand to select regions and obviously paste it. So it's perfect for, I can see, for animators, illustrators, but you know, and if you're into that'd be a good app to use. So I'm going to attempt to draw the natural process of drawing because of the like from the traditional method and see if I can produce a drawing without the layers, of course, and to see how well it does a drawing in terms of the reference app that I use to compare, which is Paintology app. I hope I have provided you with a good guide on this app sketchbook, and I hope to bring you another review. And also, as you know, I will be doing a drawing through this app too. Do support the Paintology app because I work with the Paintology team, developers, and groups to make this app usable for all artists, beginners, and advanced or intermediate. If you could support me in any way by giving me a thumbs up and a subscription, that would be a great help so I can continue to bring you these unbiased reports and reviews on drawing apps. So because the digital drawing has come of age and one needs to explore this domain because everyone has a phone or a tablet to do a drawing, and it's easy to boost your drawing skills. If you ever felt like drawing, you don't have to pick up a pencil and paper. You can have pull out your tablet and start drawing, and it's no different to drawing on paper and pencil. In fact, in I have demonstrated with Paintology, you can do pretty much anything you've done in the traditional medium on the tablet. You just have to go through the drawings I've done previously with Paintology, and also you will find on the Paintology channel lots of information on how to learn drawing, improve your drawing, which is the main focus of the Paintology app. I hope to see you again soon. Until next time, bye bye.